Hello, can you hear me? Hello. Hey, Ashley. Yeah, hi, Aussie. It's not time for a nap. No, you've got to support the Aussies now. And my daughter decides to kick off. Let me see if my video is going to come up, because where my computer is right now is quite a ways from my keyboard. I can't type on it, so reading would be a nightmare. Do you know where? Trying to find where videos are on my channel. I might have to give up. All right. Hello. Now I need to give out some moderators. Who's going to be here for a while? Ozzy, are you going to be here for a while? Fee, I know you're going to have to leave shortly before your own live. And Ozzy, I know we're kind of getting late. Not sure how any of you American or US statessiders are going, to be honest. You guys must be completely exhausted by now. Yeah, I grabbed dinner before going on the live, so I'm well fed. My hubby did a roast. I'm having all sorts of YouTube issues trying to get my video up so I can read chat on that rather than way over in the corner. Hi, Monique. All right. Let's see if we're getting anywhere. Now, I needed you to choose what I'm going to do tonight, this morning, or wherever you are. I'm drawing a complete blank onto how to get my video on my phone, to be honest. Okay. This is a keyring I have done, and these are the keyrings that I have got left. Now, if this is number one, because I think I'm seeing the image in reverse. For you who have gone live, you'll know how weird it is. So we've got 1, 2, 3, or 4. Can I have a vote, please, on which one you would like to see? Okay, so we've got a 3. We've got a 2. Okay, let's make a race. A 3. Oh, another 3. Okay, it looks like 3. Okay, we'll go with that one. All right. I don't know how many of you have got into the key rings yet. I did one yesterday, and I found that there needs to be some warnings made on these. So I thought I would go through one and see what the story is. So it's a piece of plastic, and the print is on one side, and it's sticky. It's super, super sticky. So you know how when we get a bit kind of lazy and we rest our hand on the gummy paper and you get stuck on your diamond painting? Well, you get stuck on these, and unfortunately the thin plastic layer actually rips off. So that's my first warning. Hey, Diamond Art Addiction. Sherry, I know you're probably at some stupid o'clock, and you're not necessarily going to be here for long. Rachel, I don't know how long you're going to be here, but just throwing some wrenches out for you guys. Yeah, so when I did this, my camera is not necessarily going to zoom in, but this corner here, this ripped off completely, and this bit here ripped off. So you have to be really careful and really not rest on these things. So I thought I would show you how to do them. Now, we've picked this one, and I'm going to need my numbers. I need 2. No, I need 1, 2. 1, 2. These containers are really handy, I found. 1, 2, 4. 6. No, I need 5. 6, 7. Oops. Don't want to spill my drills. 8, 9, and D. For you Aussies, these are from, oops, I need the lid. These are from Big W. They're just $3 in the haberdashery section. 8, 9, and D down the bottom. I think that's it. All right. What I actually like doing, even on my diamond painting when I've got the full sheet out, is actually taking aside my drills that I'm going to be doing in my section so that I've got them all handy. And that way I'm not shuffling through the whole kit and caboodle, which can happen. This is a pain in the backside to get off, I found, without tearing at the top cover. There we go. All right. If I test that stickiness, it's going to pull away. I don't know what it's like. Now, I have my drill tray handy. Just to sit it on, I found that if I can put pressure on it this way, I might be able to keep it contained and not shuffle around too much. All right, how are we going in the chat? Gosh, it's flying. Who have we got? Oh, hey, Andre, you need to go to bed. Oh, my God, you're not tired. How old are your kids? Oh, Sophie. Oh, the LED light. That's my light bridge that my husband 3D printed for me. It's like a rainbow over my desk, and this is kind of the prototype. Yeah, it's only got half of the LED lights that it should have. So yeah, waiting for the second incarnation, which I'm not quite sure is delaying. Oh yes, the 3D printer isn't working right now. He's a work in progress. Hey Amy, yes, you're here. Who else we got? All right, good night, Diamond and Art Addiction. See you, Sherry. Yeah, I know, Rachel, it's 3 a.m. where Sherry is. I think she's crazy. Yes. 7 and 3. We have a 16-month-old, so she's the one who's cackling away in the background. So she may interrupt. If she does interrupt, she may either sit on my lap or I may have to take a break and read her a story. So you can all join in on that. Wait. Now, any of you YouTubers who go live, do you know how you get your own video up on your phone? Do you just have to go from an external link kind of thing? Because I'm not seeing where I can find my live so I can follow the chat on my phone. Is that it? Yay, I've got it. All right, cool. I don't have to strain my neck. No, I don't need that. Yes, no, I found it. Thank you. All right, this is a Diamond Pens pen. I'm going to use this for the rhinestones on this one. Yesterday, I actually used this. I know people kind of have a love-hate relationship with these. I think for rhinestones, they work really well. The tip is getting a bit fat, though. I've got 4 more in the mail because my daughter ate my spare pen wax, and I found it chewed up the other day. So, yes. Gotta find where my colors are. Did I not keep a C? No, I didn't. There are 22 colors in this kit. So you can see how small the pen is relatively, and see how huge that drill is. Can you see how big that is? And you've just got to try and have a kind of steady hand, which probably works better when you're less pumped with adrenaline and some nerves. So excuse me. Hey, Cal. I'm good. I'm good. I have been waiting all day for this. It's 7 p.m. or 7 o'clock hour at least for us. Fee is 2 hours behind me, but she's going to be going live next on her 7 p.m. slot. So she starts to get you guys as you all start waking up. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed as you all are, or will be, no doubt. Now, I used blue tack, and that was probably put on a little bit too hard. These are... I don't want to put my fingers on this because I don't trust this little layer of plastic not to rip away. I could demonstrate, but then I'd lose a keyring. Putting that down, putting that across. Okay, let's go for 9. Now, I had some brain teasers I was going to do to whoever is still awake. But Lazy, you must be in... You're not in Ireland or England. You'd be on the mainland in Europe. Where are you? Hey, Shawana. I don't know how it sounds like with an Irish accent. Doesn't sound as good as Mrs. Coffee. How many of you have actually stayed up right the way through? This is, what are we into? This is not quite 24 hours yet. We're about 20 hours in. Good golly, Corinna, how exhausted must you be? And have you been in all of them, Shawana? Wow. And are you planning to stay through for the whole 36 hours? Took 2 cat naps. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I actually slept through the first half. Well, not the first half, but Creative Mayhem's stream started at 11 p.m. So I'm just going to have to catch the replay on that. Oops. Did Kevin Bloody Wilson? Who's that? Oh, yeah, my husband just sniggered at that one, Fee. Kevin Wilson. Who's he? Who's Kevin Wilson?
Rude comedian.
Oh, okay. So he's just, and that's what he's famous for, just being rude.
Well, not as rude as Rodney Rude, but yeah.
My husband says not as rude as Rodney Rude. Kevin, yeah, I get that you've got to say the whole name because it's typical. I take it he's Aussie. He's got to be Aussie because you're including the bloody in it, and yeah,
rudeness and rude jokes, and live audiences only, and yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I prefer Rodney Rude.
Yeah, my husband prefers Rodney Rude apparently. Fee, if you're familiar with him.
Acquired taste.
He says it's an acquired taste. I'm just a blow-in. I don't know.
You'd be horrified.
Oh, he says I'd be horrified. I have to say, Aussie sense of humor is all kinds of interesting. Ask your hubby why you can't. What you can't say in Canada. I don't know. What can't you say in Canada? I'm not Canadian, so I don't know. And they always seem to be so polite. Although Diamond Art Addiction isn't here to refute that one at the moment. You can't say it. Oh dear. Oh golly, Andrea. Yeah, I can't imagine not having your kids for 2 weeks during the holidays. Yeah, we're having child custody issues at the moment, so not enjoying that. But that's another story for another day when we actually have. Hello, Heather. All right, that's just my prompt to start the brain teasers. All right, I have some brain teasers, and I've got to keep it going long enough for Jennifer to wake up, if Jennifer ever actually makes it. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to throw up the brain teasers into the corner of my light pad here. Please tell me, as I say, on the live, and you guys who do lives, can you tell me that you can actually read that, or is it mirrored? Because I'm seeing the mirrored version. Why are you having... Okay, an angel's mum, I hope you're going to be okay. Feel free to message me when I'm done off the live, and you can use the Brains Trust if you need it, okay? All right. No, okay, so it's a brain teaser. Okay, it's awesome. Right. You know how the brain teasers work? They're normally in the little grids, and you have to kind of figure out what it says. So I'm going to give you this one, okay? It's foreign language. I'm going to leave them so that you can still see them, okay? But do you understand kind of how it works? So it's the 4 in language, and you've got to kind of play with what you're saying, and then you come up with foreign language. Would it be better, Corinna, if I hold it to the camera like that for a little bit? I'm quite happy to do that and then put it down so that you kind of get the idea. This is the side that you're going to be working on, and then it's going to move across. Yeah, good one, Cheryl and Tippy Joy. That's blanket. These ones might be too quick. Now, I don't know how many I've got. Maybe 25, 30 in the group. Sorry, I didn't hold it up to the camera. All right. Might take a bit of brain work to do this one, and it depends on how tired you guys are. And I will go slower. Hi, nice one, Fee. All right, I'll jabber. I'll pick up a card every now and then, and I'll try to figure out what my hands are doing so that I can actually place some diamonds. Because I'd at least like one side done by the end of this. It actually took me about an hour without yapping last night to get one face done. I thought it was going to be even quicker. But then when I started sticking to the stupid thing, it delayed me by a huge amount. Now, you can put the rhinestones on, and you can slide them just a smidge. As I say, I use blue tack. I haven't used the red wax in months. I found the blue tack really good. You only need the lightest of touches for either rhinestones or drills, and you kind of fly through it then. I haven't found it comes out. I know we were talking about it on Mrs. Coffee's live, possibly, or on her channel about losing the wax in the pens. She suggested using a dirtier wax. I haven't found blue tack causes that issue whatsoever. My phone keeps going asleep, so I just have to keep waking it. Oops. Okay, Amy, this is safety in numbers. So Fee got that one, diamond in the rough. Here is another one. Yep, Amy, Land Before Time. This is quite easy, I think. Maybe for you mathematical people, it'll be easier if I could get around to picking it up. I'll leave it down. You can have a think. Like I said, you need to... Yeah, that's right, DP, Cheryl, and Tippy Joy. All right. Oops. See how sticky? Yeah, like I say, I don't want to put fingers on this again. The other side, of course, this layer of black is only on one side. So once you flip it over, you can stick onto it, because all you're dealing with there is just the sticky layer. You're not dealing with this guide. And then once you lose the guide, you're going to lose your stick surface area and everything else, which you don't want to do. Now, so all 22 colors are on these, but not everything has all of the colors on it. So if you remember when I first read these out, I've got 1, 2, and I skip 3 on this design. And then I go to some of the letters at the end. They're very, very pretty, though. I don't think I will use them as key rings. I think with the sticky that I mentioned in the unboxing, because it's so sticky, I think the dirt will actually get stuck in it. And you know how you've perpetually got this lint magnet. If it was in your pocket, I think it would just become absolutely grimy and disgusting. So you'd need to cover it in maybe a resin by putting it into a resin bath or an acrylic or something like that, or something that would seal both the gems on and keep the dirt out. I don't know that a spray glue would be enough. It would be enough to seal it if you're going to use it for some other purpose other than a keyring fob. So for Christmas tree decorations and stuff, it would probably be fine with just a spray glue. Yeah. Okay. One more and I'll give you the next brain teaser. Yeah, when I went on to the link, if you go to my unboxing keychain or unbagging keychain video afterwards, you get the link, and the link has something like 10 different patterns. So you've got letters, I think there's butterflies, there's at least 2 of the hearts, there may be more of the hearts. So there's quite a choice, and then you've got all 26 of the letters. So but you're all good. Next brain teaser. Amy uses a triple thick to seal, and baby powder takes away the stickiness too. Yeah, my only concern with the baby powder is that it's going to be white. I have got a black powder that I could use, for this particular set of key rings. The other ones, again, if you look at my video, you'll see the difference. There's it's almost like the shadow of the gem. There's an awful lot more space on the other one. So I was thinking black powder might have to be the go on the background. Amy, you're right. It is Space Invaders. Oh yeah, the skull ones. I have to say, I'm not really a skull fan. I never have been. And it's pretty much each to their own on that one, Andrea. I did see. I know people have been raving about the glow-in-the-dark Diamond Art Club drills that were released this week. And somebody put up a picture on one of the groups of the glow-in-the-dark skull, and they gave up on it because they were having 310 Nightmare, I think, and they weren't enjoying it like they should have been. So they stopped. Come on, phone. But the 310s were real, and the glow-in-the-dark translucent face powder. Fee, is that what you used on your box from DIY Moon Shop? Because I saw you were using that kind of powder and wondered if it was foundation. Okay, all right. Yeah, so yeah, there's certainly stuff that you can do, but the translucent would work because it's not going to take off from the black, one would hope. My black powder would probably get everywhere. It's not designed to go on gems and things like that. It was designed for, well, actually, I'm not sure where it originally came from, but I had it from a fingerprinting point of view. And it washes off in soap and water, and it's probably not what you want to be putting on these things either. But yes, made a mess in the classroom, that's for sure. I have a photo of me having been dusting for quite a while, and my face was a black mess. It was quite funny. All right, Space Invaders got discovered. All right, now this one might be a little bit tricky. You have to think of where it is on the card. Hey, Zafira's mom. Good job, Fiona. All right, and one more quickly. Hey, Rebecca or Becky, I think I've seen on Facebook. Is that right? I'll leave that down. I'm not getting any answers on that one. Take your time. 6 is next. So these are onto all the small rhinestones. I'll see if I can get these put down. Okay, I want to, yeah, as I said, I want to at least get one side done so you can see how amazing these things look. Now what I've found as well, they're all different heights. So when I flip this over, it's going to be wobbly and everything. So what I've got next to me is a microfiber cloth and a piece of parchment paper or baking paper to prevent the microfiber sticking on the leftover sticky stuff. So that's what I'm going to put it down to in a few minutes or half an hour or whatever long it takes. Now I'm not collecting for any another one for Diamond in the Rough. All right, I'm not collecting for any charity tonight. I did try and contact the help me please Aussies, the Australian Cancer Research Group, because my mum is my first experience with cancer. She died the day before I turned 13, many moons ago. Since then, particularly in this last year, I've had a friend in church get diagnosed completely out of the blue, funnily enough, or not so funny, completely out of the blue with stage 4 lung cancer. And I think that was just before Christmas, and he died within 4 months. I have my own feelings on treatment for cancer, having seen my mum go through an operation to remove her brain tumor when I was 7. She had trouble with mobility. She progressed from a caliper on her leg with a tripod to a wheelchair, and then she was completely incapacitated, and I was sent off to boarding school. So my sister, who was an occupational therapist, actually looked after her while she slowly died from this bastard cancer. I have no good words to say about the I don't know if I call it a disease as such, but the mutation that the cells do, because my understanding of what cancer is cells that reproduce and they don't know when to stop. So they just keep reproducing, and that's why the cancer cells grow. Anyway, yeah, and now I've had a colleague who's been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. He is part of an experimental program. They're hoping that they can give him 2 years on this program. If they can't, he might be lucky to see 6 months. And that started out with bowel cancer. So please, people, check yourselves. I don't know with other symptomatic things. Bowel cancer over here is usually curable if you can catch it early enough. My poor dear husband got told he was getting old because he got the letter in the mail saying there's going to be a bowel cancer testing kit coming your way because you're now over this age. In the same way that girls over 40 have to go and do their mammograms. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, welcome to this age.
Yeah, gosh.
I don't know what his problem is. He didn't think he'd get here. I think he should be celebrating. He had his birthday yesterday.
Shh.
All right, see you, Cal. Thank you for coming. I will finish off the 6s, and then I will give you another brain teaser.
And stop talking about cancer.
And yeah, and stop talking about cancer. So anyway, one of the groups that I would really like to support, and I know Jennifer's not actually here, but the work that she does with her Bethany charity with the Trauma Abuse Center, I think that is a phenomenal work, seeing people set free from trauma and the stress that's involved in that. She has been an immense help to me, let alone anything else. So if you want to support me, you can support her. Her link is going to be valid for another, I think, 24 hours. So if you would like to support that, then please consider giving to that as part of my giving, in a way, because I couldn't get that link for the cancer support. Yes, Fears my last. It's shitty. We lose far too many people, and I don't know. I'm hearing about it. So many people know people who have cancer of all sorts of kinds.
It's a symptom of your age.
It's not a symptom of my age. My husband's going to get slapped later if he's not careful, and he'd probably say that he'd enjoy it. Oh dear. Here's the next one. Again, think about the size on the page. Yes, Amy, big bird. All right, this one might be a bit trickier because I stared at this for a few minutes and went, what? Oh, Cassie, seriously? Oh, I'm so sorry. That's devastating. I don't have enough words for that one. I'm so sorry. I bet you found some amazing people in the hospital you were in for the length of time that you were. I know age certainly doesn't matter. You're on the right track. Queen of Diamonds, Rosebud. Now I don't know you, but yes, 4-wheel drive. That is correct. Okay, and last one for this little bit. Drive around. Yeah, that's not bad actually. All right. Corinna, are you still with me? Can you see these? I think we have some of the best hospital care people in the world here. Okay, I haven't been in the US. That's it, Cindy. Yeah, I just think what they do with the whole. I've done some camp quality work, and the people that do camp quality have. They're dealing with the kids who have gone through cancer, and there's some of the most incredible people. I've got a colleague who also does the camp quality thing. They have changed it in the years since I did it. It's probably been about, oh gosh, probably been about 6 years since I've actually done a camp. And they've changed it since then to include other kids, and the kids don't have to have one-on-one people with them anymore. But we had, oh, what's that stupid, crazy yoga thing? Was that Zumba? We had a Zumba thing. We had one of the mobile climbing walls come in. We were right in a cabin park that was next to the beaches up in northern Tasmania. We had crazy crafts. We had, so I've got a bag that I made with my girl, and I've got key rings that I made with her doing some of the, they're not quite leather crafts, but it was, you know, glue and fake leather or something. So yeah, I've still got them, and they do still kind of hold a place in my heart. And, she was blind, but I think she had peripheral shadows, she said, but she was seriously unhindered from most things. She was an amazing girl. And we had younger kids too, and yeah, they were just incredible fun. And yeah, it was a good camp. It was a really good camp. These are going to be trickier to see. These are like a pale lilac-y color in this 4. Oops. Oh, you have camp quality in the US. I didn't know that. Yeah. I did actually talk to my colleague and tell him that he should get his kids plugged into some of our family resources. His wife is a play specialist within our hospital, so she's already aware of what resources are out there. One of his older kids was having a particularly tough time. I think he said that when she thinks about the mortality of it all, she has a really hard time of it. But when she thought, you know, she can get trips up to the mainland for treatments and she can go shopping while he gets treatment, she was all kinds of happy. So it's in that mixed place, and there really is no good age for your parents or anyone else that you love to have cancer, because I think you need who they are near you at all times. But yes, I'm going to move on from this subject because I don't want to get morbid. I've dropped my drill. Oh, no, I didn't. Now, I'm going to very quickly find something else. Oh, one of the things that came about when I was doing a video the other day was my dream kit. How about you tell me, if you can, given that we've got 200 character parameters, can you tell me what would be in your dream diamond painting kit? Let's disclude what the canvas should be, and let's maybe concentrate on the toolkit for just a second. So what would you like to see in your toolkit? Sky is the limit, people. And I'm going to take a swig of my tea in just a second. You already have the tools you need. So what would your dream kit be, though, to receive from a diamond company, from a diamond painting company? Would it be a particular kind of pen? Would it be a particular kind of tweezers? Would it be a particular kind of boat? Should we be able to mix and match the toolkit? Oops, I'm losing a drill. Do you think if a company was to come up with this dream toolkit, that you could custom build what you want? I'm not sure how prolific any of you are on the YouTube groups. I know of one person who is only part of, I think, 1 or 2 groups, she said. So if you're not part of a lot of the groups, Wayne from Moon Crescent, Sophie Beauty, or what else do they do? Moon Crescent, Sophie Beauty, Moon Zero is the third sister company. So he's coming out with resin pens like these at the moment. From what I've seen, their colors are quite disgusting. I haven't seen one that I like yet in a blank, and I've heard somebody in Mrs. Coffee's live last night, we were talking about it, and she said that it was cracked and one end didn't work, and there was something else a bit funky with one of Wayne's pens, and he's charging $38. That would be Aussie for me on AliExpress, and this was $38. I'd pay $38 for this. This is coming from Canada. But this is smooth. Oh, she said it felt, the polish wasn't very good as well. Yeah, Amy, I agree that people can make an income. Okay, so let me go back up just a bit. You'd like to have the toolkit optional, Amy? Yeah, I think so. And I get that you've already got the tools that you need. Wood or resin turned plain with one of every placer. Okay, Carla, I'm going to talk to you in just a second. Good tweezers with the bend. So you like the ones with the twist. Hang on. See, this is the beauty of my desk. I've got, or my workspace, I've got everything on hand. Excuse me, noise. I bought this from AliExpress for under 15, and I think it's got most of the drills in it. Now these don't have the kink in it like we normally get. I've got them in another tub. This one's got a kink. It's an ESD 15. These are the anti-static tweezers. You're not going to get these in a kit. You're going to get the silver ones. Okay, so that might be kind of what you're alluding to. I generally tend to have used so far the ESD 12s that you get, like the Evermoment tweezers, the Huracan tweezers. That kit is fantastic, though. It folds up nice and small. I know Jeremy's also got one. If I can remember, I will either put a link in, which is not going to be tonight. I'm looking around. Okay, pen and paper. All right, I'm just going to make a note. Okay, tweet link. What I might do is actually do an accessories video. I know when I was practicing for my live the other day, I did my pen stash just to practice for the live more than anything else. So, yep, I'll put the link in for that. All right, now, Carla, I said I would talk to you about the placers. Right, Carla, if you order pens, correct me if I'm wrong, people. Karen, I think. No, it wasn't Karen. It was HappyHippoFinds. Again, if you check I've got 2 videos now which have HappyHippoFinds featured. Elizabeth Wheeler is HappyHippoFinds. She's just been in hospital for back surgery recently. She sends you placers with, I think it's a 3, a 6, and a 9, maybe a straightener as well. So you get them in a little bag along with your pens from her, I think. I have done 4, so you're going to get another couple of words or brain teasers. 1 up to 4 is all done. I'm left with 1s and 2s. All right. This might be a little bit tricky. It was tricky enough for me. Okay, yeah, but Amy, in regard to the perfect pen, if you were willing to pay an amount to something that's mass generated, but it's still good quality, I think right before me, yeah, you're right, diamond in the rough. I don't know, if you were to pay, say, $10 towards a resin pen that came with your set, I don't know, one can dream, I suppose. To be honest, I've paid Richcraft and I've paid pens for my resin pens now, and I have no regrets other than the exchange rate, which just hurts from Australia. Yeah, Carla, they do give that option. And I've got my diamond pens. I've got the single placer in. I've got a blank end at the other end, and I've ended up with a straightener, a 3 placer, a 6 placer, and a 9 placer from pens. No, it's not. No one knows Queen of Diamonds. Oh, yes, Amy. Yes, it was right before me. No, it was right after me, because it's right after me. Okay, think horse racing. Yeah, sorry, Amy, I might not be keeping track properly. All right. Not like I'm giving out cookies. No, sorry. I was gonna. Somebody mentioned this morning I was in Jennifer's. Was it Jennifer? Oh God, because Jeremy was on the live when I was still at work too. I don't know if it was. I don't know which live it was in. It was either one of them, and they mentioned the balls that I gave to Rachel. They're called the Esmeralda balls. And no, that's not it, Carla. Keep going. You've got one right word. Rachel, hello. Oh, I'm so pleased you can make it. How is your morning? One by a nose. That's it, Queen of Diamonds, Rosebud. Gosh, I feel like a celebrity has just walked into the room, Rachel. And you're like family. It's so very strange. Oh, hi, Fruitini. Oops, I'm kind of going off camera. I'm trying to keep my brain teasers so they can read them. Apparently they couldn't read them easily on the bottom. 1 in a million. That's it, Rebecca. One more, and then I'll crack on with number 2. Fruitini, I know I've said it to you in text, but I love, love, love your story times. When the next episode pops up, I'm like, oh my God, be there. And I go back into the story. It's absolutely enthralling me with your English accent and the English subject. Yeah, I'm absolutely loving it to bits. Amy, it is Bad Influence. All right, on with some 2s. You think you're answering too fast. Well, I'm not keeping score. So, yes, it's not like I'm giving out prizes or anything like that just yet. Yeah, I had a word with my husband. I've actually tipped over the 200 subscriber mark today. And I said to my husband, I said, what's the story? You know, should I do a giveaway, or should I do something that I've seen you guys do for like 100 people or even more? Oh gosh, no cookies. Yeah, well, I've got cookies, but I don't know that they travel too well. They're actually digestive biscuits. Oh, hey Rachel, I've been really good. This is your snack sandwich. It's still a bit melted. Oh, Rachel's got the cookies. I know, isn't she good, Carla? I'm just loving the story. I know you're recording it separate to your image, which has been funny when the video keeps playing after the story time has actually stopped. I'm kind of going, okay, I'm done now. I've heard the story. Let's go. Sorry, Fruitini. And sometimes you've got 10 minutes of diamond painting still going. No, they've been really, really good. I know you've been cut off a couple of times, and you've done the recaps for us, and I'm kind of going, oh my God, are they married yet? And Pippa sent Tim Tams. You know what? I came to Australia and we don't have Tim Tams in Ireland because Australian things don't get anywhere, really. And your music doesn't get anywhere either. Sorry, your music's terrible normally. I know even the really bad 80s music that you guys are all raving about. My husband's going to give out to me now in a minute. Yeah, he's got AC/DC all over him. I'll tell you a story about that some other time. Yeah, so Tim Tams, I was introduced to them, and Tim Tams are like the penguin bars Rachel's been sending out. So, okay, Rachel, now you know what a Tim Tam is. So it's a chocolate sandwich biscuit. So it's a biscuit with a buttercream filling, and it's covered in chocolate. Now, it's from one of the big biscuit companies here called Arnott's. The chocolate is, I'm sorry, I'm an Irish chocolate snob. I will admit that, and I have tested. I'm getting there, Rachel. I'm sorry. So yeah, the Tim Tam is a chocolate biscuit. Oh, bourbon cream. Rachel, have you had a bourbon cream yet? It's a biscuit. Okay, it's not a drink.
Butterfly moments.
Yeah. Rachel. A bourbon cream. Okay, it's a bourbon cream dipped in chocolate. Okay, it's a chocolate biscuit. It's quite crisp in texture. Okay, and it's covered in chocolate. Now, normally you can get a single layer of chocolate, so it's like your penguin bar, or then you can get the double layer chocolate, right? Well, I was introduced to Tim Tam slams, and I couldn't do it in front of other people because you're choking on a Tim Tam with a drink in it. So what you do is you bite off the corners, and I'm not doing it here now. So you bite off this corner and you bite off this corner. You stick it in your drink like a straw. We have awesome biscuits in Ireland, Amy. So you stick it in your biscuit like a straw and you suck up your drink from the bottom through to the top. Now what happens is your biscuit gets soggy really, really quickly and you have to chuck it into your mouth and slurp it all in. So you make a chocolatey mess. You get this full biscuit in your mouth in one go. Rachel, I so want to go. And it's my birthday. And it's like, oh, I so want to go. And I don't know how long my dad's going to be alive for because he's 92 or something. Yeah. And he hasn't really seen Sophie. Anyway. So yeah, you slurp this in. Well, there's only 11 biscuits in a packet. I think I was up to my 10th. And I went, oh my God, I need to stop. I was slamming these things with a coffee at home and the whole packet was gone in seconds. It was absolutely incredible. Really, really yummy. All kinds of bad for you probably too, but yes, Tim Tam Slams. Yeah, I know. I have heard that, Carly. You use a different kind of, it's a different kind of sugar blend. I'm glad I didn't have an audience when I slammed this packet of 11 biscuits because it was really good and I was nearly running out of coffee by the end of it. Yeah, I did a taste test. They are an Angel's Mum. They're definitely addictive. I did a taste test with my fellow Tasmanians over Cadbury's Dairy Milk from Ireland and Cadbury's Dairy Milk from, let's say, Tasmania. I'm not sure it was the Tasmanian chocolate. Yeah, I'm the 15th, Becky. And my son was the 25th, or is the 25th, and my husband, or XXX, he's the 27th. He's very much an X. Anyway.
Count of husbands,
yeah, losing count of husbands, my husband said. That's very mean. Where was I?
Counting husbands.
No, before that I was counting husbands. So yeah, Tim Tams, yeah, the Irish chocolate. So when I actually compared the back of the bar, there's different cocoa solids and milk solids between Irish chocolate and Australian chocolate. Now, funnily enough, I couldn't stand the English chocolate. English must be different again, and it was very rare that I would actually enjoy a bar of English chocolate because I've been in Ireland from birth to, I think it was 28 when I came out to Australia. So yeah, 28 years brought up on Irish chocolate, and it was at the point where I couldn't do my ironing without a block of dairy milk chocolate to have while I was doing the ironing. Okay, let me show you if I can. This is the size of Irish dairy milk. It's 8 squares. It is 53 grams. Okay, I'd have one of those every time I did the ironing. I had 4 children. I had a lot of ironing, and I had a husband who didn't iron. He wore shirts and he needed his ironing done. So that was a lot of chocolate. When I moved to Australia and didn't like the Australian chocolate, I suddenly started losing weight, which, to be honest, is a good thing. My dad now sends me a block of chocolate once a month. I haven't told him I have a bit of a stash, and I also haven't told him I can get them in Coles Coles supermarket here either. So I still get my bar of chocolate once a month. He won't send me anything else, and he can send it to me in a card envelope for the price of a stamp. So it's a price of an international stamp, so it's like €1 something. Yeah. Fruitini, yeah, but yours is English. Now, there's a couple of bars that are only made in Ireland. The Twirl is only made in Ireland, and the Flake is only made in Ireland because the machines were in Dublin for them. So yeah, that's how I knew which was which. And we've got a discount store here now I'm not sure if you would have it up on the mainland. It's called the Reject Store. And they often get in the export chocolates, and I have to check the back of the label for whether or not they're made in the Dublin factory. And when they're made in the Dublin factory, I snap them up. The English chocolates that I do buy would be Smarties. What did I miss? Who's asking? They now have special Tim Tams which can be used for your drinks. No way. Can you use them in any kind of drink, or does it have to be coffee? You know what, diamond painting with Orchid, you could probably do a Tim Tam Slam with tea or a warm drink of some kind. You really want it to be milky.
Kahlua.
My husband said Kahlua. No, that's cold. It needs to be warm because you need to be melting the the biscuit. You don't want it crunchy when it goes into your mouth. Kahlua is not warm. You're saying to warm the Kahlua up.
Kahlua is good with milk.
Oh, my husband's saying mix Kahlua and milk. Okay. Yeah, I haven't. Okay, when I remarried or when I moved in with my now husband, he had an iron in the cupboard. I think the first time I used it was for something really minor, possibly my work shirt, my one work shirt that needed to be ironed. And I'm going, what the actual hell? I can't use this thing. I don't think the steam function worked. The ironing board looked like it came out of the 40s. I think he found it on the tip when he was working in the tip as a garbo back in the 90s or something. So this was ancient, decrepit thing. And it's been used twice since in how many years? 3 years, 4 years, 4 years.
And not all for ironing.
And yeah, not all for ironing. My husband's been doing some card burning for computer cards. Okay. Yeah. So ironing, yeah, it doesn't happen. Amy, you're grabbing hands. You're trying to get chocolate, right? Okay. You seem to go through phases, Rachel. Yeah, crisps in the summer and chocolate in the winter. Have you got into the Irish crisps, though? Have you got into the cheese and onion? Because they're very different. I don't know what, actually, the American chips are predominantly, but over in Australia, they're very much cheese. In Ireland, they're like salt and vinegar and cheese and onion.
It's pretty bad.
They're getting a bit more trendy down in Australia. And Ireland is certainly starting to come out with things like the Tyrrells, you know, what are they? The cauldron fried kind of trend happening now. Yeah. Your rain has hit us now. Okay. Cadbury here is not good. Carla, where are you? Chocolate on the verge of melting and it's all gooey. Yeah, that's why I hold it in my mouth and I melt it. And I eat them. I eat them in half blocks. Becky, Smarties. You don't know what Smarties are? Hang on.
Better than M&M's.
This is a 2000 quantity fish oil container, right? It's kind of big. Don't tell my husband. These are Smarties. They're like M&M's.
But better.
But yeah, better. They're made by Nestle. And yeah, the trick that I used to do with Smarties is I used to get 9. Pop the 9. You have to be seen on camera doing this. I used to get 9. I used to pop the 9 into my mouth. I used to put 4 in each cheek and keep 1 in the middle. When the one in the middle melted enough for my tongue to be able to crush it, then the rest of them were ready to go too. I know, it's weird. I'm the kind of person who eats the chocolate off their chocolate biscuit too. Amy, in the US, Smarties are hard candy like sweet tart. Oh, okay. Yeah, my husband's actually given me a bourbon and ginger too, Rachel. Aussie Time Experiences, you're saying that you can Tim Tam slime into hot chocolate, or you've got a hot chocolate. Coles and Woolworths. Okay, for the Tim Tams, I'm going to have to check it out, Sphere's Mama, for the Tim Tams. Yeah, you do have the reject shop. Okay. Tim Tam Slam works in a port or liqueur. God, Rachel, that's a bit decadent. Wow. I used to make a great Kahlua hot chocolate. I used to make a Bailey's hot chocolate. Going to get some lunch. It's where... Okay, diamond painting with orchid. I don't know where you are, but you're kind of sounding like Italy area. Yeah, salt and vinegar, yummy. Yeah. Yeah, I do miss sour cream and onion. Yeah, the only things I found with sour cream and onion in Ireland were the Pringles. Sea salt only and salt and pepper crisps. Yeah, Tyrrell's have a salt and pepper. Who else have we had out here that are Irish? That might be it. Kettle chips, I think, are over there as well. You're in Texas, Carla. Okay. Cheddar and sour cream. I've never heard of that mix. They're part of the Slam range and have 3 different flavors. I'm so dead when I go shopping on Monday and online. Please send Tim Tams. Rachel, I had something. Wait. Where did it go? I had a box. That's my chair, not me. Oh, Rachel, I had a box for you. Not a box of Tim Tams. Oh, that's going to annoy me. Maybe I put it into my work bag. I have a box. I went to get you some Esmeralda balls today, and the shop had just closed. Ah, McDonald's. Yes, that would be the other one. Listen, if you want to have a really good hot chocolate, Lindt chocolate with, you know how the Lindt chocolate bars have 8 squares in them? 2 squares of the Lindt chocolate is... Take a box of Tim Tams. I might get you a packet. If they'll fit. I'll have to see what I can do. Yeah, there's... so you use 2 squares of Lindt chocolate. The chili hot chocolate is amazing with 2 squares of the chili Lindt chocolate. That's my recommendation. I first had chili hot chocolate when I was over in Auckland, New Zealand. And I went to the same place that Chelsea Clinton had apparently had her hot chocolate when she visited the country. So it was quite famous, this little chocolate shop, but it was amazing. My sister was studying over in New Zealand for a couple of years, and I thought she would have had more money than I did, because I don't know if I was working at the time. And she refused to come to Tasmania, and she expected me to travel to New Zealand to go and see her. Wasn't too impressed, but it was gorgeous. It was really, really nice. So I went to the beach that had the piano, and got to smell the stinky volcanic Rotorua in Auckland. My ex actually started off our international trip in Wellington, windy Wellington. Yeah, I have to say I couldn't live in New Zealand only because of the accents or accents. Yeah, oh my, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Don't get me wrong, New Zealand is absolutely stunning. You cannot find, well, maybe some of you could find more stunning countryside, as the glacial areas and the green sweeping hills, and oh my god, it just is gorgeous. But I don't think I could live there. I think I'd probably kill a kiwi, unfortunately, and it wouldn't be the bird.
Almost as good as Tassie.
Yeah, no, it's not almost as good as Tassie. It's certainly greener than Tassie. Tassie's a world of its own. Tassie is like Scotland in a lot of respects. if we've got any Scottish or anyone who's been to Scotland. Yeah, Rachel, try the chili chocolate, the Lindt chili chocolate, 2 squares. I don't know that I'd necessarily eat it as the chocolate, but try it with the with hot chocolate. So it's 2 squares in a mug of milk. Our standard mug being 250 ml. Yeah, definitely a goer. That one. And Rachel, yes, I will organize Tim Tams for you. You're going to be in a world of hurt. You could probably do them with. Yeah, I'm sorry.
And you realise that you've become a drug dealer.
Yeah, I'm a drug dealer in chocolate biscuits or sweets. Well, she liked the Esmeralda bowl, so that's coconut ice with toffee apple outer. Yes, that was funny. Yeah, we're watching Xyron at the moment, and I was saying to my husband tonight, how in the world have they got this character who's Maori over in the States saying that her dad was American and her mum was American? So it doesn't appear that she's been brought up outside of the States, and she's got the strongest Kiwi accent I've ever heard.
She's Maori.
And she's Maori. And it's like, okay, the accent is perfect for who she is because, you know, it's her accent. She's not putting it on. But I just can't get my head around the fact that she's Maori and the parents are American and the accent's Kiwi. Very, very weird logistics. And I get your storyline straight. Chili buns is an esky? Rachel, you have lost me. Please explain. Morning, Janice. All right, some other brain teasers. Again, position on the card is important. Janice, I hope you have a coffee and your brain is switched on. Yes, settle down. Because these are brain teasers. Don't settle for less. Ooh, that's... Wow, Rachel. You've had your coffee this morning. Yes, Amy. Do I need to put you on mute? Actually, you know, it could be double time. Yes, if time after time or double time is what the answer was. You know what? I saw these. A friend of mine happened to post these on Facebook, and I went, "Oh my goodness!" And my brain just pinged. And I tried to solve them all before I actually went hunting down for the ones that I couldn't make. We should all know this one. Come on. Every single one of them. It's just brain teasers, Janice. So it's wordplay. Yeah, it could actually have been 2-time almost. Queen of Diamonds. Oh, yes, I've got you. Okay, Rachel. So New Zealand say a chili bin, which is the Aussie version of an esky, which is actually an ice cooler or an ice bucket. Ice bucket? No, not really an ice bucket, but
ice chest.
An ice chest. Made in China. Ah, thank you, Amy. My brain is saying Chimera. Yes. Oh, I'm really disappointed us diamond painters didn't get made in China. Oh dear. All right, can you get this one? Amy, are you in the US? Okay, so you're very familiar with, yeah, that's it, Saphira's mum. You're familiar with Jeopardy and all those kind of game shows. How well do you do on things like that? Hello, GGDP. You play with Jeopardy. See, my game of choice would be, now, is it Wheel of Fortune? The one where you've got the letters and they fit in like Hangman? kind of think that's my forte. I can seem to see the words when I've got like 2 letters and can pick them. Over in the UK, they had an English guy called Bob who was the presenter. And the English would crack up when they had to ask for a pee, please, Bob. You just hear them sniggering in the corner, which is quite funny. But yeah, I'm kind of going, oh my God, you people are so stupid. You know, I had like 5 letters back. But sometimes they'd play for strategy, or sometimes they were just clowns and got mute when the cameras rolled or something. I don't know. I've got a friend on Facebook who does the Jeopardy thing, and he always seems to know the answers. So I see him posting what it should be or the questions on occasions on Facebook. All right, I have one side done. Yeah, GGDP, the listening is all well and good until I start doing the brain teasers. Unfortunately, they're very visual, so you're only going to get the result when Amy gets it right. Sorry. How is that for bling? You can see the shine. I know my focus is terrible. My camera is a fixed focus thing. I'm getting a new microphone. It's in the mail. You typo there all the time into tear. Who is Vanna? We use Google. I actually swipe. My husband has completely converted me. Not only do I swipe, okay, I started off with an Apple iPhone when I met him, and I used Windows computer. And he reckons by stealth. I think it was just by sheer brute force. He converted me to Android first. So I dropped my phone in the toilet and did this to my iPhone 6 screen. So it's shattered all up here. And I was devastated because it's a perfectly good phone. Yeah, so he got me a new Android phone for the very first time. I had been swiping on my iPhone because Google Keyboard lets you swipe. If you don't know what swiping is, stand by one. This is swiping. That's done it wrong. Swiping. Sweeping. Now I need to change it. Okay. I don't know how many of you might have seen that. Yeah, I actually dropped a phone down the toilet once when I was in an airport. That was really bad. It was in my back pocket, and the headphones that were connected to it snagged, and it slipped down as I stood up or something. It was clean. Yeah. Yeah, so I swipe on my phone all the time. I actually swiped a university essay once on my iPad because my computer wasn't working, or I couldn't be bothered using my computer at the time. So it takes a bit of practice to do the swiping. Whoa, 170 words a minute. No wonder you're getting these first. Where did I put my... Okay.
So she's a court typist.
Yeah, I was going to say, my husband said you're a court typist. No, because they use different... They're not full keyboards.
Yeah.
Stenographers. Yes. Do you use typing in your job, Amy? Is that why you type so fast? You'll sit on your hands. See you, Janice. Bye. Yeah, swiping does take practice, but I think it's really, really good. All right. You can see now I've got the sticky layer on the top, but the print is actually underneath. So they don't do 2 layers of that horrible sticky. So I can touch this side as much as I like, and all I'm going to do is touch sticky. If I touch the other side, I'm going to pull off the color. All right, so I don't want to get the sticky on the drills because this one is a fat one and these are, yeah, they're all kinds of uneven. So I'm going to try and hold it down as best I can. And we start again from the bottom. You don't work. Why do you have such fast typing speed? You just like doing things fast. And you touch type at 170 words a minute, did you say? Do you touch type or do you 2-finger type? because my ex used to be able to two-finger type really fast, and my current husband can type really fast, but he doesn't quite touch type either. He can type with apples and pens in his fingers. iPad keyboard can't keep up with me.
But I break.
Yeah, I'm as bad as that, Amy. Yeah, you touch type. So where did you learn to touch type? I learned when I was 16. I dropped out of high school, and my dad said I had to do something rather than be a layabout, which is rather mean of him. But what can you do? Yeah, so I did a typing course and learned how to type on an electric typewriter. And then I went on and did a kind of, I suppose you'd call it a work for the dole kind of job here. Where is my C? Did I put my C to one side? Maybe I did. Oops. You prefer talk to text? Yeah, it isn't something I can get my head around really, Rachel. You learned to type in the 8th grade. Wow. So it's just time and practice, and you used to write short stories on a typewriter. I have colleagues who used to type on a, I'm going to struggle with this one, wax top, and it picks up the drill. They used to type on the old clunky typewriter in the job, and they still type like that on the modern keyboards. So they're slamming into the keyboards. It's actually quite horrific. And my dad used to have an old typewriter, but I couldn't type for nuts on that thing. Yeah, it's a different kind of beastie. I do have a writer friend. We did a mystery swap back in May, and we're going to do another meetup in September. And she wants to get her hands on a typewriter. She's an author who's been writing novels about witches, which I've really, really enjoyed. And she's got it set up in her local area. So she's talking about different locations, and she's calling them by name. And I'm going, oh my God, I know that place. I need more of it. All right, this is what I do with my blue tack, or as you can see, it's yellow and orange. I just have it stuck on the inside of the lid. This doesn't go old or soggy or anything else, and it seems to last forever. If I was doing a normal diamond painting, it's going to spread way too fast, but because of these monster drills, it actually doesn't matter if it bulges out a little bit on them. All right, look, time has flown. It's 8:25 my time. I don't know who I've got in with links currently. Let me see if I can see my participants. Oh, that's a bit rude. I can't see my participants. Can some of my people step up who have links for the next fee, diamond painting in the rough, because she's going to be going from my live into her live, and she probably won't be here quite at the end. Yeah, diamond in the rough is next. Cindy, have you got links? I think you were, oops. I think you were in the group, weren't you? If I give you a wrench, you can start posting that. Becky, the color of the blue tack, this stuff. This actually comes in orange, yellow, green, blue, and pink in a multi-pack from the supermarket. It's whatever generic gems again. So yeah, very, very simple. And I've had that orange blob since I was, oh, there go my drills. They're just my big orange ones. I'll get them later. It is. It's a blue tack with the C, and it's the color ones. So they come in the 5. There you go. Orange, blue, pink, yellow, and green. And my husband hates blue tack in the house. So it's a very rare day that he's allowing anyone to use that stuff. Because if it gets into the carpet, it's all kinds of wrong. Thank you, Cindy. Yeah, I'm not done yet. We do have some more. I'm really, really hoping Jennifer is going to wake up. If she doesn't, well, so be it. She doesn't. Apparently, she slept in from creative mayhem, and her daughter had to wake her up. But that was at 9 to 11. This is asking her to get up at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. No, it would be closer to 7 a.m. now, I think, for Jennifer Roberts. So, all right. Who have I got saying goodbye? Is that Rachel? You're heading off. Thank you for joining me on my live. That's been an absolute blast. Rachel, you're awesome. Rachel Ray. And the chocolate talk. Yes. We're going to have a chocolate session where everybody comes ready supplied with chocolate on hand, and we can all share. I know. I'm not even going to show you my stash. I think I alluded to me having a stash in one of the other lives. Yeah, my husband is spying. My daughter knows where my stash is that she can have access to. So at the moment, she'll come up to me. I think my husband has actually banished her to bed, which is really rude, but it's okay. Unless she's playing. So yeah, she'll come up and she does this kind of noise. She doesn't really want to use words for up or more or anything else. She won't use sign language, which is really annoying. Because I was trying to teach her sign language for milk, and now she just goes when she wants something. So she'll climb up onto my lap and she will ask for something. And the Jelly Tots is the current flavor of the day. She doesn't always eat them, or sometimes she'll put them in her mouth and then she'll spit them back out again. And what have I done? That's upside down. That's really helpful, Pippa. That's better. So yeah, she'll do them. I have jelly beans. When I was pregnant with her, I had gestational diabetes, and she gets the orange jelly beans because I only got orange jelly beans. I actually went to a store that only had individual colors, which was awesome. You used to grunt. My middle boy actually pointed at everything because he was deaf, because he didn't have he needed grommets in his ears. His ear canals were far too narrow. He had grommets up until the age of, I think, 13, 14. And then he had more congenital issues in that he had open heart surgery last year. No, not last year, a couple of months ago. And today, so he had open heart surgery in April, and he rode 123 kilometers today on his bike. I think he is absolutely phenomenal. He is 25 and he's got to be one of my heroes for his sheer tenacity. I think he was back on the bike within 4 days of his surgery. He's stubborn too, but yeah, he's still phenomenal. Safira's mom, you think it'd be good to show some of the Aussie chocolate? You and I need to talk, Safira's mom, and we have a couple of things that we need to talk about. We need to talk about your new business that you're setting up, because I'm so looking forward to supporting you as a fellow Aussie, which is why I was so keen on supporting Treasure Studios art. So yeah, can you message me and we will get together about what you consider Aussie chocolate or Aussie treats, because I'm Irish, I don't necessarily get them all. I either don't know what I'm missing out because I don't try what you think of as uniquely Aussie. So yeah, I would love to pick your brains, and heck yeah, I'll do that. Not a problem. But yeah, that would be fun. All right, I will. What are we doing time-wise? Yes, we've got time. Okay, I'm going to finish the 7s. And then I'm going to give you some more brain teasers before you all get a break. You get to refresh yourselves and your mugs and go and jump in with diamond painting in the rough and see what Fee is up to. Good stuff, Diamond in the Rough. Hello again. Oh, hang on. I had a good morning. Good morning. Hey, Jamie. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Sorry, just going back over chat a bit. Saphira's mama. Send me an email from my description. My email is there. It's pippa.brown or it's pippabrown.sm. But yeah, go find that in the description and email me, and then I'll be able to hook you up. I'm sure you're on Facebook. I think you've probably in the groups anyway, but we can connect that way. And yeah, go from there. Oh, it's a Bailey's coffee kind of morning. Oh, Rachel. Yeah.
Oh, that was the other thing as well as cool. You've got to have two, both.
You got to have Bailey's and...
Well, no, not together necessarily, but if you have milk-based drinks, then they're the two alternatives.
Yeah, the two milk-based drinks. I'm not sure how well the mic is picking up my husband saying, but Kahlua or Bailey's in milk. I used to make... B52s? I don't know. Do anyone know what's in a B52?
Bailey's and something else.
Yeah, there's some car bombs and other... Oh! I made alcoholic cupcakes for my eldest boy's 18th birthday, and we did Irish car bombs, which is Guinness, Bailey's, whiskey, all in a cupcake, and we're giving them to these 18-year-olds. It was awesome fun. We did pina colada cupcakes. Oh my goodness, they were gorgeous. And I had to actually work out, because I was so paranoid these P-platers might be driving home. I had to work out how much alcohol was in them. It was like a shot of alcohol per batch of flavor. So there was no alcohol really that would have affected any of these kids. But yeah, had to be sure. But they tasted divine.
Americans have to be shocked. 21-year-old, 21 drink over.
Becky likes B52s. Zafira, are you talking about a human or a pet? I'm sorry, my memory can be terrible, and I don't mean to insult people if I bring up stuff that you've already raised. Neither is good, though, in this respect. Pet, yeah. Yeah. That sucks. I think you've mentioned it on some of the other lives that we're in. Yeah, it's really rough having to make that decision, but you always second guess yourself. I second guessed myself when it came to my retriever last year, but he wasn't going to go down very well if we didn't give him this. And in one way, it's nice that we can actually do it for our pets when we can't do it for our humans, when we see the suffering people go through. All right, I'm coming to the end of the 7s, and you're going to get some more brain teasers, and I can catch up on chat again. Sticky. One more.
How's multitasking going?
My multitasking is not going well. My husband has a point to make, people.
No.
That people cannot multitask. He says you can... Now, what is it that we've said?
Timeshare.
We can timeshare. We can't multitask. And he can't, so he says. So he timeshares. He doesn't multitask. All right. 7s. Done. And more teasers. Right. What do we got? The joys of not living in the US sounds like an amazing 18th. Oh, yeah, because you guys have to wait until you're 21, is it, in most of the states? Yeah. You have to walk into town and get the car. Ooh. Oh. Oh, lucky Luna. I'm going to be in your pocket. That's cool. All right. See if you can get this one. Whoops. I'm going the wrong direction. This actually had me stumped. This is quite tricky. Amy, can you do this? See if I can see my screen. Zafira, have you been told by the vets what's actually wrong with her? Or him? She? Yes, she has gone down. It is a tough one. You could actually get away with not having one of these words. It would still mean the same. And yes, good on you, Cindy. Chronic kidney disease. Right. I had a dog that had what was called an intrahepatic shunt, which meant that he wasn't detoxifying the blood. And we had an amazing Australian vet come to Ireland and operate on him and a couple of other dogs that had the same thing, but he didn't come through. He would have been one of my most favorite pets. But yeah, it's really hard when a major organ goes down. Jamie, no, Rachel is in Ireland. She's in the southwest of Ireland, down where the feet of the teddy bear are. Amy. Oh, I know this one. Come on, people. Can you beat Amy? No, she's already beaten you. I'll give you a couple more seconds. Cindy, can you pop up Diamond in the Rough's link a little bit more frequently from now on? Just so people can either take a break or grab the link, open up a new tab in their browser. No. Okay, it's not no money. Think of another word for it. Yeah, Amy. Free for all. That one actually had me tricky. This one, I'm going to try and hold it as still as I can. You need to see the difference in the colors. Oh, thanks for the playlist again, Diamond in the Rough. That has been fantastic. I think I have it saved as one of my additional playlists. Gosh, Amy, I love this. You're so quick at this. I'm going to have to do more of these. Yes, Jamie, you were going to get very confused. You've got me, Irish, in Australia, and you've got Diamond in the Rough, who's Aussie in Australia, and then I can't think of who we're jumping to then, but we're wrapping up with the Canadian, A. And I know she's not listening right now, so hopefully she'll get that one in the playback. Did we get it yet? Tiptoe in the Tulips. Yes, we did. All right, now you've got to count. I can't remember what this was. Oh, yes. Okay. You might have to say this out loud to yourselves. I did not get this. Oh, that's easy. What with the accent? Sorry. Tippy Joy close. No. Actually, no. Okay, Tippy Joy, no, you're not close. Now that I think about it again. Becky, no, you're wrong. Cassie, no, you're wrong. Yes, Gigi. Ginger got it right. Yeah, Sherry is Diamond Art Addiction. She is Canadian, A. And she's only started doing that more recently. This should be easy. I'll bet you were, Amy. Yes, Patty. Oh, look, see, you're all flying with that one. Yeah, it's because you're all Diamond Art Clubbers. Is that right? Now, I'll try and hold that steady. Excuse my writing on some of these. I was quite happy to put these onto index cards for you all because they're much bigger than the print. Oh, you got it. Maybe I should do Hangman at some point. Yeah, you need to add, well, okay, we'll say with a balanced meal. I think the clue was actually, or the answer said well-balanced meal. Yeah. We've got a few more. What time is it? It's 1:45. Somebody go and give Jennifer Roberts a nudge. Maybe we need to get Tim to wake up to get Jennifer to, yeah. Gosh, he's funny. If we can get Tim involved in Jennifer's lives more, that would be hilarious. Color is important in this one. Oops, going the wrong direction again. And I am hoping that you can't see through the card with my lights, but I don't think you can. No, because what I've done, I've used a really thick pen on the front and quite a thin pen. Yay, Becky got it. A really thin pen on the back, but the heavy pen actually bleeds through, so I was a little bit worried. Fingers twitching, right. Maybe we should time you and see how fast you can get them. We'll give Amy a game all on her own if I had even more. So some other time. What does it have to do with tennis shoes? Okay. All right. Becky got that right. Square meal. All right. Cindy. Was it Cindy? No, Corinna. Okay. This is tennis shoes. Tennis shoes. So it's how you say it. When you say 10 issues, you kind of play on the words and you go tennis shoes. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I know it's a pain. You have some of them you actually have to say out loud. Your brain only hears it when it's vocal. Quite happy. I'm watching the time as well, just to make sure you guys get a break between me and Diamond in the Rough. Yes. Getting into trouble by being able to get You're Under Arrest so fast. Oh yeah, this one was a tricky one. I didn't get this one. It's directional. Let's say that. Oops. I'm trying to finish my tea so I can start my bourbon. My problem is that's a very big mug of tea. Yes, it is update. Okay. I think go on, I'll skip to the bourbon. Well, it is nearly 9 o'clock at night, so I've started it by now. This is probably going to be really specific to people in the US. No, not that, Cindy. Sorry, I'm moving too much. Okay, I'll leave that down. And no, it's not about the number. It's more about the size. You're going to be going back to this one. Okay. This could be quite painful. Amy, go for it. Okay, Rachel, you're close enough, but you need to think really, really laterally. Ginger, no. Two rights don't make a left. No. It is something operation. No, not space operation. Okay, think about what's taken out. You getting there, Amy? Think more literal. Yay! Painless operation. All right, back to this one. Can you get that one? Oops. Before I give you the sneak peek on the next. That one has you stumped. All right, try this one. This is easy. Yes, read between the lines. All right, try this one again. Let me know if you give up. Hello, Grandma. I have to ask, Grandma, how old are you? I think I was a grandma at the age of 41. $64. Okay, that's in proper grandma territory. I felt too young to be a grandma at 41. No, it's not all right. This one should be fairly easy. Yeah. No, don't be ashamed. Jamie, don't be ashamed. Yes, it is. Repeat after me. Okay. Are you giving up on this one yet? I've got 5 or 6 more to go. I don't know. Maybe it's a bit stereotypical of me saying that Americans should more up with this one. Gosh, maybe they don't. Jamie's with Corinna. She gives up. Okay. Now it's not all right. Amy, it didn't seem to understand what the right one was either. And you've been my quickest. Yay! Good one, Corinna. Equal rights. Okay, is that stereotypical of you guys over in the US? Apologies if it was. Well done, Corinna. Maybe you should get a prize for that one. See if you can get this. I'm not going to get into politics. This Fruitini, are you still here? Yes, Cindy. Is Jennifer here yet? Oh my goodness, where's Jennifer when I need her? She does games all the time. She did games this morning. It was brilliant. Although we ought to compare ourselves to Jennifer, and I kind of thought, there's no way I can be as crazy as Jennifer. She was going through what she had in one of her bags that had diamond painting equipment in it, and she had things like the macaron that we get from, history repeating itself, the macaron that we get from Karen. But when she said that it had to have the wax, I'm kind of going, yes, I've got one. And then she has said it has to be used. I haven't used mine yet. But that was a lot of fun. If you want to check out Jennifer Roberts, she does a lot of games through some of her WiPnChats or her lives. She does a live half an hour or an hour before Mrs. Coffee does her live on Friday nights, I think, for the people in the US. It's Saturday afternoon for me, which is awesome. Think food. It's summer. More bourbon. Yay. Banana split. This one might be a bit tricky. I could go as small as I wanted. But the idea is it's supposed to be something. Oh, bourbon banana split. Rachel, you have major, major issues. Do you like the Irish whiskey? Yes, microscope. We've got 5 minutes to go before you need to maybe rush off, go to the toilet, get yourselves drinks before you head on to Diamond in the Rough. If you want to get ready for that. It is rail. Well, okay. It said rail crossing, so that would be Cassie. Got that one. 2 more. Right. Oops. No. Oh, my goodness. Reverse camera. Cindy wants rum. Have you got it, Amy, or are you stuck? Oh. Maybe you're looking at the wrong letter. Oh, sorry, get it back in the middle. Yeah, it's something charged. All right. Charge is at the end, yes. Okay, I'll put that down. And if you can get this one. Diamond in the Rough, it's 11 or 12 in the morning over in Ireland. 12, I think, in the summertime. And not who to charge, no, but you're really close. Yes, yes, you got it, Jamie. Who's in charge? Here, I'll show you again. Can you see the who's in charge? Yeah, and we'll go back to that last one. Yeah, the time differences have been throwing me big time. The only reason I'm so familiar with it is because I've got family back in Ireland. So yeah, and I'm not going to be able to make Diamond Art Addictions because it's 9 a.m. in the morning and I've got work. So I might be able to say hi, but then I've got to run pretty quickly. So won't be able to be there for the wrap-up. Catchy updates. Yes, Amy. I'm not paying much attention. I'm kind of going, oh, I'll be there in a minute. Good way to end it. We've got 2 minutes to go. Yes, you were right. We've got 2 minutes to go to Diamond in the Rough. Please, if you'd like to hit the thumbs up on your way out, if you've enjoyed my time. Go check out the other diamond. The playlist should be linked on my playlists. So if you want to catch up on them or any of the other YouTubers, we'll probably have links to the playlists, and I think we'll be putting them on most of the groups that we can do as well. So yeah, please make sure that you share them around if you find that anyone else would like to be interested in having a watch. Yeah, this wasn't all. I have got one side done for any of you who've come in late. This is the keyring. That's one side that I got done, and then I got a bit of the second side done. The only problem now is going to be to cover it so it doesn't get sticky, but I don't have pets in the house anymore, so it should hopefully be okay. So there you go. Thank you very much for joining me. It's been an absolute blast. It's very weird having me talk to a phone and having you guys only chatting in Word. It's a very unusual sensation. So I have really, really enjoyed it. I hope my husband, who's just left the room, has enjoyed listening to me babble on to you guys as well. But yeah, thank you so much, and thank you for supporting the other charities. Again, if you would like to support me, you can support me by giving to Jennifer Roberts Trauma of Bethany Christian Center for the trauma victims there. Diamond in the Rough has just gone live. Go and jump into her live and continue with the DP-a-thon until the morning. Bye. Bourbon. Oh, you're welcome, Janice. See you, Amy. Bye. See you, Rachel.